Hey everyone, Kimchica here, and I love cats. You can see from the curtains back there and the adorable thing, well, those aren't cats, but they're cute still. And I love indie games. And today's first impressions is going to be covering the Chronicles of Nya Nya. Covering the Chronicles of Nya Nya, a game that not only is an indie, but it also has really adorable cats. So for all intents and purposes, I should love it. And my first glance, I do. But how did it hold up when I actually sat down and played it to see what my first impressions really were? Well, that's what we're going to talk about today. Frankly, this game could have gone one of two ways, and in the very initial moments, I was nervous that it wasn't going to be great. You start off by playing Kater, a young kitten helping her family prepare for the wedding of the season. Exploring the village was smooth enough, and the controls and HUD will be familiar to anyone who plays RPGs. And Kater, while adorable, is a bit whiny and juvenile, so I was a little annoyed with her at first, hence my worry. But then, tragedy strikes, and the village is massacred by ogre cats, and the sole survivor, Kater, is left to fend for herself. As time passes, she then moves to a dojo and trains to seek revenge for her family, and her personality does quite a shift as a result of this traumatic young incident. Once the game actually gets underway, that's really when it settles in and starts to hit its stride. The dialogue is kooky and full of cat puns and is unabashedly shameless in its pop culture references. And even with the camp and silliness, the game does still manage to fit in themes of loss and revenge quite well, balancing a more serious tone with a lot of fun. It's a pleasant surprise from a game that I honestly expected just to be plain cute. The structure of the battles, while very familiar, were also a bit more deep than I originally anticipated they would be. I found myself having to use my defensive moves to really plan out in time when the attacks would hit, particularly as you have to wait for your fury to build up to be able to get some solid hits in. The titles of the moves will also definitely have you chuckling as well. Again, so many bad puns, but they're so good at the same time. The art style is cute, but I would say average, and you can tell this is an RPG Maker game. But in some ways, this actually adds to the charm that I felt this game had. It's not super polished, but there's a ton of heart in it, and I couldn't wait to get further in the adventure. This is one of those cases where I would say don't let any previous experiences with RPG Maker games deter you from trying this out if you're at all interested. Overall, I would recommend this game if you're looking forward to having a lighthearted RPG that's got a few surprises tucked up its sleeve. So that is my first impression of the Chronicles of Nya Nya. I hope you enjoyed this, and if you've played this title, I would love to hear what you think, especially if you've played more than a couple hours in, because again, I have not finished this game, it's just my first impressions of the first few hours of play. And if you enjoyed this video, if you enjoy what I do on this channel, which is feature indie games and through reviews, curated lists, first impressions, and even the occasional live stream, please consider following me here on YouTube or on twitch.tv/Kimchica. Again, I go live most days. Lately, it's been around 11 a.m. Pacific time, and I will play indie games, talk, chat, hang out, and also, I don't know, occasionally dance and sing. So be sure to follow me on Twitch as well if you enjoy what I do. And I hope you guys are having a wonderful day. I hope you're finding lots of great indie games to play, and I will see you in the next video.